Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about some do's and some don'ts that we need to avoid here in Canada. So if you are just newly immigrant, you just arrived, you need some tips, okay? And you need to share this video as well. Obviously you don't have a car, you use public transport, you take a train, you take bus, you're on public. You wonder, these places are always so quiet. What's happening? In a bus, in a train, people are minding their business. Some people are on their laptops, some people are on their phone. For us, it was more about seeing the scenery. You know, all our heads are outside. We are just astonished to look at snow outside. Everything outside is, where is the reason why you go on the bus? Because I know you as well, when you come, you are going to start using public transport, and there are some things that we are used to do back home in Africa and which we are not supposed to do here. So first of all, Canadians, they are the most polite, they mind their business, they are so hospitable, they are amazing people, they are kind. But one thing for sure is they love their space. The bus, on their or maybe train, you find out that they barely talk, or they don't even play music. Even the bus doesn't play music. Back home, you get inside the bus, is making noise. People, we are talking, we are making noise. Like back home, it's like we are in a competition to see who speaks the loudest. But when you are here, calm down. Actually, a respectful thing that you also copy what they do, but you also get to understand why they do it. So it's not only about them being quiet. It's because most of them, we have people who are working 2-3 jobs, from one job to another, and we have others who are also doing school and work. Others, they are already going to school, they are going to work. Others are doing night shift. So if you're like in a train, you can take maybe an hour to reach where you are going. So that hour, you'll find people sleeping in the yard. They know already where they are going, and they know I will sleep at least about 30 minutes. Maybe they put an alarm, I don't know, but or they are doing either meetings on Zoom, they are either doing their assignments on laptops or on phones, they are doing schoolwork, they are doing meetings on Zoom, they are doing meetings on Google Meet or Microsoft. And some people are working from home, and working from home doesn't mean you're just at home working. You can be on a bus ride or on a train ride still working. So that is why. And you'll find that some buses, they even write no noise, no phone calls. And I know many people, they didn't know. And yeah, if you start making noise on the bus or start calling or talking loud, they are probably going to give you an eye, and that eye is like, you are really taking my space, like just being a nuisance. What also I want to share with you is queue. Canadians respect queue. They are so orderly. Whether you are waiting for bus, whether you're waiting for train, whether you are in a store, you're waiting in a bank, anywhere you are, you need to maintain the line. It's very, very important. You don't jump in the line, you don't come and push, you don't do any of that. Whether you like it or not, you are going to get on that bus or on that train. But even if you are in a city where it's very packed, maybe you're in Toronto and everybody just wants to get on the train and they don't like pushy, you find that they themselves, the Canadians, they are not the ones who do the pushy. You find them separating themselves. And people like us coming from different parts of the world where we are used to do push, we are the ones who will be doing it. So it's really good to also respect that this is what they do here, and then we just stick to it. You don't out with the old and in with the new, right? Whatever we have learned back home, we need to unlearn it now that we are here. Now, the third one is garbage. Maybe you have garbage in your bag, or you were eating something. Please don't throw anything on the road, on the floor, wherever. There are always garbage places somewhere. If you don't find one, you wait until you find one, but you keep your garbage to yourself. And that is how you see most parts of Canada is very, very clean. Because that we are here, back home we don't have all these garbage cans lying around everywhere, or one corner to one corner. And so or maybe the garbage can that you're going to find is already filled up. So you end up just, throwing garbage everywhere. And you don't spit on the road. You don't throw your garbage anywhere. You just look for where you find a garbage can. Put your garbage where it belongs. You will not, even to open the window to throw garbage outside the window, it's a no-no. Where we come from, It's a usual thing. Nobody cares. Nobody comes to arrest you. Another thing, traffic lights. Yes, I know back home we do all have some traffic lights, and sometimes they don't work. So we are used to just cross the road as we wish. Like, you can see that it is red, but you are just like calculating that I can beat the robot. Here they don't play like that. You need to wait for your chance before you cross, and use the right place where you should cross the road. And not only that, so now we have the zebra crossing, right? Back home, if you're using zebra crossing, some drivers, they don't even stop at the zebra crossing. I used to just cross on the highway. You wait, even the car is coming, like it's literally like a fight between the driver and the pedestrian. Like, nobody has a right. As long as you get a chance, you enter. But when you come here, you have to respect traffic lights. If you're a driver, just know that there are cameras almost everywhere. So, and some cameras you not even understand until you get a ticket at the house, and they're like, when did this happen? How did I get this? So you really need to pay attention to the kilometers you are going to be driving, respect the stop signs, respect the traffic lights, respect the zebra crossing or pedestrian crossing. You need to respect all that. And if you have kids and this is your car, you need to have a car seat. Every child must have a car seat. So they have ages of what type of car seat for this age, what type of car seat for this age. So you need to have it. There's no child who sits without a seat belt. There's no child who sits in the okay. They have to sit at the back, and everybody must have a seat belt. Everybody. The kids have to have their car seats, unless maybe you are taking an Uber where you cannot be carrying your car seat. It's like bus, you also need like a stroller. But if you don't have, I don't think they will make it a mandatory. They don't make it a mandatory that you need to have it. You need to know the rules of the road before you take your drive. Take it serious, you know. Be serious about it. Even your passengers. Back home, probably nobody cares about it. Even the police, they don't even care, you know. Here there's nothing like bribery, like you see a police and you start wanting to give them something. You cannot do that. They abide by the rules and the regulations and the laws of this country. So there's nothing like that. Time. African time is not, say someone invites you for dinner or for wedding, or you have an appointment for to see a doctor, or any appointment with anybody. You have an appointment with a bank, with whatever. Guys, you need to be there on time. Okay? So for example, if a doctor gives you an appointment, it's even $50 for not coming for your appointment or being late for an appointment. If they've already moved on to somebody else, then you're going to pay for that hour that you missed an appointment. You have to pay for it. Don't be thinking, they'll wait for me. You know, they wait for me, I will explain. Of course, we can explain, but there are some times that they will not even understand it. They work with time. And if you are called or invited to be a guest at a wedding, be there in time. Africans come to their house and they tell you, please, can you be at our house for like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for dinner? Be there on time. Do you know why? People here are very busy. So invite people like, okay, maybe they can come at 6, 8 o'clock, everybody's going home. People have put aside their other plans to accommodate you, to come and visit and you eat. So you going there late means you are so disrespectful and you don't appreciate all their effort. Imagine that there are times that they used to invite us we used to get invited and they'll be calling us, are you coming guys? Oh, we are waiting for you before we start eating. Can you imagine, like, oh, the food is already getting cold. Like, it's so embarrassing. But yeah, these are some of the things that I'm like, you know, I need to share with you guys so that you don't also go through the same thing or, you know, embarrass yourselves. Everybody is waiting for us, you know. Here I am, we start making excuses, but us also inviting other people, we expect them to be here on time, because you'll be thinking, okay, I'm going to just be doing this for 2-3 hours. After that, I'm going to be starting my work, or I'm going to be doing something else. Respect. And when it comes like to weddings, if you feel like you want to arrive at the wedding late, my dear, by the time you reach there, if it's finished, if they say their wedding is 3 hours, it's 3 hours. After the wedding, they are gone. Nobody is going to wait for you and say, oh, this person is not around, we need to wait. It doesn't happen like that. You have to be there. If not, people, they look at it and they're like, oh, you're so disrespectful. Why is it that, why would you think your own time is so important? And that is why they will ask you to RSVP, like, are you going to be able to make it? If not, we'll know, right? So that you don't delay people. Very multicultural country, whereby some things you may see here, you don't, and you need to use it as well. So you may find that people call themselves with their first names here, even if a person is married, even if the person is old. That is just their culture. And because it's a multicultural, there are also other cultures which anybody who comes here, they bring their own culture as well. So why are these people dressed like this, or why are these people like that? You know, why would you call this person like? You need to just understand that we are different people, and you don't need to raise your eyebrows about it, like, what? Well, back home we don't do this, why are they doing that? You know, oh, this one is so unacceptable back home. Yeah, that is back home, but you are in another country. No, it's a no, guys. There's nothing like, oh, this person was joking. No, a no is a no. And that brings me to my brothers who come here with an intention that, oh, by the time I reach, I also want to marry, which is a good thing. But it's not everybody that you stop on the street, like back home, like you can see a woman walking and you're like, hey, and you start chatting. Some people, they can report you for harassment. So you need to be really careful being arrested here, because chatting to small girls. And at work, you need to know your level, okay? It's not everything that you were used to do back home, like, oh, you know, I can just walk around on the streets and I can be stopping any girl, I can be talking to any person. Here, they don't do that. So you need to respect. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, kind. You should be very kind, actually. So for example, you're going inside the store and you need to open a door. Maybe the door is not automatic and you see other people coming. Here in Canada, whether you're in a bank, hospital, or anywhere, any place like doctor's appointments, all those doors that just doesn't automatically open, you hold a door for somebody. It doesn't mean if it's a man or a woman, it's just sign of respect. So you open the door, you hold it. It doesn't mean you are less of a person, or the person is looking at you like, holding the door for me because you are not worth it. Anybody, even they are used to it. They can give you a way, and you don't need to take advantage of it, like to feel like you're so special in a kind of way. It's just a way of just respect, a lot of stuff. And I know I didn't bring everything. If you are in the comment section, you find my video worth it, and you have something else to add, you can also add it in the comment section.